Hello everyone, welcome back to Super Jerry 27's Nerd Cave. We're talking about video games, comic books, a little bit of social commentary, a little bit of action figures, but video games and comic books are my two passions. Been collecting them, like NES era and then like 1988 with comic books. So yeah, I got quite a little bit of knowledge. But I'm almost at 1,000 subs, so thank you all who watch and subscribe. And if you're a new viewer, I would love your subscription and possibly ringing that little bell or whatever. But you're not here to listen to me talk about that. You want to see the 5 Xbox One Hidden Gems Part 2. So we're going to start with like the heavy hitter that everyone kind of forgot about. That is The Outer Worlds from, oh my god, my hands are so dry I can't grab the disc. There we go. The Outer Worlds from Obsidian Games. Obsidian, of course, is coming out with Avowed this year, which is exciting. I would have preferred Outer Worlds 2, not going to lie. I'm getting tired of the fantasy world, but I love the Outer Worlds. This was such a great game. I remember I had Game Pass at the time, and I took the weekend off because this was coming to Game Pass. And it wasn't talked about. It's still not very talked about for some reason. I don't know why. Like, no one ever talks about this. It does play on the Series X, but I'm doing, Xbox One ones. But the DLC is great. Unfortunately, there is no way to physically get the DLC, so I had to buy it during a Xbox sale, which is very unfortunate. But I already beat it, so if Obsidian or Microsoft is a bitch and they pull it out, I've at least completed it. And I didn't pay full price. Like, people who pay $70 for a fucking download game, what the fuck are you thinking? Anyways, great game, great first-person RPG, so many memorable characters, memorable locations. Like, you will get lost in this world. Like, even the ship has attitude. I love this game. This is a great game. Let me know if you've played this, because you need to. All right, up next is a HD remaster of a remaster of an HD remaster from one of my favorite studios. It was Clover Studios, eventually turned into Platinum Games, and that is Okami HD. This was Clover's swan song. Capcom needed this game to do millions and millions of dollars in sales. It did not. It was very niche RPG in the vein of Zelda. And unfortunately, after the failure of this game, and it wasn't a failure, they closed the studios and they made Platinum Games. So maybe it was a good thing, because Platinum Games is absolutely amazing. But first out on the PS2, you can get a copy on the Wii, and now Capcom has ported it to everything. Great game, beautiful visuals, beautiful gameplay. Sucks we never got a sequel. We kind of got a sequel on the DS called Okami, but I haven't really taken a deep dive into that. Maybe I will for a future video. But this is one to pick up. I think I got this off GameFly just because I bought it on sale. It was like probably $3.99 on my Xbox, but I like to have a physical copy just in case. But I don't think Capcom's going to fuck us over with this game because they own it. Alright, up next, first-person shooter from one of the best, it doesn't have it. Focus Interactive is one of the best publishers right now of AA games. Atomic Heart is one of those amazing AA games from Munfish and Maximum Games. It's a first-person shooter, and you can get powers and stuff, kind of in the vein of BioShock, just not as well written as BioShock, but it takes place... Let's read the back. Welcome to a utopian world of wonders and perfection. Well, that's how it used to be. Annihilate mutant creatures and rebellious robots gone haywire in explosive encounters and find out what lies behind the idealized world. Fun. It is a tough game, but it's fun. I enjoyed what I played of it. I haven't finished it because I'm like the dog in Up when I see a new game. Like, squirrel! So I'll just jump from game to game, but I will get back to it. But right now, I haven't jumped from Elden Ring, and that's all I've been playing. Can you tell? Look at the bags under my eyes. Those are Elden Ring bags. But yes, Atomic Heart is a great first-person shooter that you can play on your Xbox One if you don't have a Series X. Oh, another Focus Entertainment published game. That is Evil West. Very stylized first-person shooter from Flying Hog Games, right? Yeah, Flying Wild Hog. Flying Wild Hog. This game is fun. It is tough as well. It's a melee shooter. Evil never sleeps, but it bleeds. Tell me, do you bleed? A dark menace consumes the American frontier. Rise up to become a Wild West superhero, eradicate the vampire threat, and save the United States. Sounds like now with Congress. Fuck. But great game, short game, but it's fun. It's definitely worth the pickup if you can find it used. Plays on both the Xbox One and Series X. Little upgrade on the Series X, but fun, very stylized, action, shooter, set in the Wild West. And since we're probably never going to get Red Dead Redemption 3, because Rockstar is just milking the teat of Grand Theft Auto 5, this is your next best. Just not as great of a story. And no Arthur. And finally, another game that I took the weekend off for, and that is the Blair Witch. Now, this is a direct sequel to the movie, like the Blair Witch remake movie is a direct sequel to the movie. Blair Witch 2 Book of Shadows sucked ass, but it's from Team Bloober before the DEI and the mental illness set in. Like, I don't have high hopes for Silent Hill 2. I would love for it to be good. I'm not going to lie. I pointed out all the problems with it, but I want it to be good. I want to play the game. But if it's shitty and they did the dumb stuff, then I'm not going to play it. Like, life's a bitch, and you're not getting my money. But the Blair Witch, on the other hand, is a great... It's kind of a walking sim, but goddamn is it psychological. It is a great game. You get a dog. Like, fuck, can't have a dog. You gotta have a dog. Evil hides in the woods. What starts as an ordinary investigation in the Black Hills forest soon turns into an endless nightmare. Experience firsthand what fear can do to your mind in a new psychological horror game inspired by the cinematic lore of Blair Witch. This game's great. Once again, I got it on Game Pass, and people don't talk about it because if a game goes directly to Game Pass, from what I'm seeing, people go, it's a shit game, and it's not. Like, that the same thing happened to Atomic Heart. Went to Game Pass, and we bought it physically. Now it's kind of worth a little bit of change, I think, last time I checked. But Blair Witch, so much fun. No one talks about it. They need to talk about it. Another game Team Bloober did really well is The Medium. That was a fun fucking game. I'm kind of sad I finished it, and I'm kind of sad I finished this, but great games. Pick up The Medium, too. Like, that's a good game. Good horror, if you like horror games. But yeah, these are 5 Xbox Ones, hidden gems, in my opinion. Let me know what you think. Have you played any of these? Are you going to pick them up now? Because I highly suggest it. And then if I've missed any, because there's a lot of games out there that I've missed, because indie games, download-only games, limited run games, strictly limited games. But let me know in the comments. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And remember, AAA games for the win. Boycott the people that don't like you.